Rise! Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm a singer.
Hi, my name is Peyton, and I'm a dancer.
And today, what are we doing today?
Today is one of our absolute favorite days because it is ATEEZ's comeback day!
Wow! But yes, so ATEEZ's comeback is today. Obviously, knowing us, ATEEZ. We have watched all of the teasers, everything leading up to this, and the one that was chosen by the collective ATEEZ all around the world was Deja Vu. Oof. Let's just go. We're too excited. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes.
I feel like I'm gonna be like this the whole time.
Oh no, I've already realized that like hair needs to be easily accessible.
I just got a little teary-eyed. Okay.
See, I can't tell if I'm gonna be like super sentimental happy or just blushing the entire time. Wow. Butterfly. Illusion.
Your illusion, because butterflies are like...
Yeah. Oh.
Oh! I love...
Oh, the wow.
Oh, hello!
Wow. Giggle.
The laugh!
Ah.
Oh my gosh, they're such a squad.
Wow. Ooh.
Are you okay? She's not okay.
Once
He
again,
just came over someone.
that weird middle ground.
Oh!
Wow. Oh my god. Sorry, why did my mind offer High School Musical 3?
Yeah, which place? Which time? Where are you going? I don't understand this story, okay?
Is it like Back to the Future where the cars are the time machines?
Oh, look, there's all of the...
Excuse me?
Oh, that was aggressive, Wooyoung. Okay.
Oh.
In the best way.
Dancing in the rain. Wow.
It's like Inception.
Aw.
Yes! What a squad.
No! So that's the instrumental of the next title track. We know what the song is gonna sound.
Let's start from the storyline. I don't have a lot to say because honestly, the time travel, the like multiple versions, I'm just gonna wait until I go read what all of the smart teenies figure out. I have been keeping up with the theories as the comeback has gotten closer and teasers dropped and seen what like everyone thinks everything means. And I know that one of the big theories about it was that possibly this was showing they were like sirens, or it was like related to sirens. Because of that, it sort of colored how I saw some of this because it's very alluring. Like it draws you in. A lot of the movement is very circular, and the thing about it is it's not just like body rolls or like releases. It is a lot of circles that start very large and then end very small, and they're like going from out to in, so it's like they're bringing you in with them. Even if it's not sirens, that sort of feeling is the concept, and it could be a lot of different things. It could be like they're bringing you along on the journey, they're like being pulled into like a time warp, like could be a many different things, but I just found that very interesting, and it works. Like it draws you in. I really think at one point I had to remind myself to breathe because I was like, I am not breathing, I'm just focusing on what they are doing. So fantastic job. But this dance is everything to me. Everything. So first of all, I like got this feeling in the music video, but then as I was just watching the live stage that includes all 8 members, the center part distribution for the dance is so good. Like the dance line shines so much, and like honestly they all could be members of the dance line, so like that's pretty cool. But it's nice to see all of them getting moments to be highlighted, so I really liked that. But also the technique in this is just so amazing. For one, there like is a lot of movement in second position in this and a lot of turned out movement. And one thing that I always pay attention to is where are they turning out from, because it's not uncommon for people to try to turn their legs out from their knees, but that's really dangerous, and proper technique is to turn out from your hips. And that's exactly what they were doing. Like if you watch when they go to second position, you can literally see their rotators moving their legs out, and it's so satisfying. It's such a dance nerd thing, but I was sitting there going like, remember when the members took contemporary dance class? Yeah, you can see it in this. 2 examples, obviously the second position of the chorus, and then the walk forward when Woo Young and Yeosang are in the middle. That's like completely turned out, like very, very contemporary dance move, so paid off. But yeah, one other thing about it, so back to it being sensual, it is sensual, but it's also so powerful, and usually when you do sensual, you sort of pull back on that power because you don't want to be overwhelming. But the power they're putting in is how they are sending energy out, and because of that, they're using a lot of dynamics. Like when they do the las, das, da, 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 and they're doing the hip circles, every single time they start it, there's a accent before they go into it. Like there's a lot of dynamics in this dance, and so it's nice that they didn't trade power, which they're known for, in order to do this concept. I just also wanted to be like, also Sunny, wow, what a concept for him. I really feel like Jessie in the like voting video when she saw him and was like,
excuse me?
You? Because I was like, you? Chaesun? But honestly, like, they all slayed. This was fantastic. This is everything to me. I was Team Deja Vu, so like, I'm very happy 18 right now. And I'm gonna stop before I fangirl more, but like, congratulations on your comeback. I love you all. Okay, bye. Anna's turn.
Hello, so it is now time for my comments, and I also love this. Music comments, starting from the very beginning. You hear like the very deep bass that continues throughout the entire rest of the song. Also, you hear these horns that are doing what the bass does, same line, and the horns you hear right at the beginning, it's never as prominent later on in the song as it was right at the start, but because you hear it at the beginning playing that line, you still feel that lasting effect and impression later on throughout the song of just how like deep and impactful it is like throughout the song, because it's like very but also talking about like storyline, 80s universe, that definitely ties in there, because those are like the kind of horns that you use for like ships battle. They use those horns in a lot of their kingdom stages, and that is the extent of my talking about the 80s storyline, because I still don't understand it. But like you were saying earlier with your dance comments, it's very like sensual, drawing you in, sort of like hypnotic. Like the da-da-das are obviously like, if they are sirens, like the singing to draw you in, that's the main part. But it's kind of like dangerous in my mind, because like contrasted with the really deep distorted bass that I talked about in the beginning are the complete opposite things, like very high up. One of those things is like the sort of clink sounds that you hear, the do-do-do-do. That's also a common line playing in the song, and also the da-da-das that they sing in the chorus, especially because the way that they sing them, it's not staccato, maybe like a marcato, because it's like da 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 da. Like, so it's like ba da 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 da. Sort of like that. What? Is that how they're dancing? Ah! I love it when things match up like this. Yeah, so it's kind of like toying with you. Sort of like, yes, no. And also there's like a lot of little things in the song that kind of do that make it sort of like more playful, kind of flirty, like basically the entirety of Hongjung's section. Because like the way he switched up his voices, like little ornaments that he does, I'm pretty sure there were a few, like not just in his section, but anyone singing, pretty sure there were a few like slides in there, like up, but then the switch up in the bridge to just like piano. Well, first of all, leading into it, like the drama with the piano leading into that switch up, amazing. But also the bridge was just so like, I want to say dramatic again. It felt very sort of like Phantom of the Opera-esque. I was reminded of like a few of their Kingdom stages. They definitely had that vibe too, because it all ties in together. One last thing that I wanted to say, because I know that I've rambled a lot. Wow, there are so many background vocals in this, like more than they've had in the past, which made me so proud, because I was like, wow, you're improving. But also for the style of song, that makes sense. You hear like the ahs in the background, especially during the pre-chorus, and then the ahs sort of mix in with like the synth MIDI later. It was great. All right, I'm done.
TLDR for this video is happy ATEEZ comeback day. ATEEZ, congratulations on your first official 8-member comeback. Like, yes, they've done other things as 8 members, but like this is part of the storyline. The winner of the title track competition was Deja Vu, which we just reacted to. It is sensual, it is powerful, it shows so much improvement, and it also ties into the storyline that neither of us understand but still enjoy anyway. So we're very happy ATEEZ today.
But that being said, if you would like to talk with us more about ATEEZ, about this song, about the entire album, about waiting for when they're gonna release Eternal Sunshine now too, then feel free to reach out to us on our socials, which are linked in the cards. And as always, if you enjoyed this reaction video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and bye!
Bye!